Hey, you guys! It's Winter Storm Olive, I think is what they're saying. Excuse me. Uh, Throat's a little sore today. But working from home, so I thought I'd spend my lunch with you guys, even though you guys are probably still watching Toy Geeks. JUSOB. Had to do a surprise live stream, didn't you? Oh, I see ya. I see ya. But hey, I'm still excited to spend my lunch hour with you. If you're checking this out later, thank you so much. If you would be kind enough to like, comment, subscribe, that would be wonderful. We would appreciate that. Right now, my button's broken. Don't know why. Don't like that. Quick, I want to pull this chat up. It's actually from last night. Grumpy Fish asked, where did we get these Masterverse figures? Amazon. They came from Amazon. I answered it in the chat. If you don't see that, that's fine. But just so you know, that's where they came from. So let's get to it. Let's hop to the studio. Right away, we're starting with Shadow Weaver from the Princess of Power subline in the Mattel Masters of the Universe Masterverse line. So many words. Why? Anyway, 30 points of articulation, standard packaging. If you haven't seen this by now, let's flip her to the side. We get our fancy artwork of Shadow Weaver. On the back, we get a write-up. Shadow Weaver, evil mistress of dark magic. Once an apprentice to Etheria's great wizard, Norwin, the power-hungry Beatrix betrayed her homeworld to the evil horde and renamed herself Shadow Weaver. Why am I reading this to you? I don't know. I got time to burn. With the combination of horde science and her own dark magic, she conjures fear in the heart of all Etheria. Trust in the horde. Little does he know, however, she secretly plots to overthrow him and seize power for herself. I assume the he is Hordak? It's got to be Hordak, right? Right. We also get Sorceress on the back, many faces, pig head. The other side, just the name of the character. Let's hop back out here as I grab the figure. In my knife. Gotta get my knife. Is the button working now? I'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Maybe I won't hit my microphone. I apologize for that, guys. It's a thing. I'm still trying to figure out where to put that. Shadow Weaver comes with her clear base because she doesn't have feet, per se. Like, oh, something came in. Oh, it was a junk snap from somebody probably selling something gross. I hope everybody else is enjoying today. Hey, we do have some guests. Hey, Troy says, good morning. Good morning, Allison. Ian JD, also in the house. Jealous I have the Masterverse, hoping to have Pighead soonish. They must be rolling in. So let's hop over here. Got some accessories to show you all on Sorceress. Here is her base. Got a couple extra hands. This is awkward. You know, I got these retail. I did not pay an upcharge. I just, for whatever reason, hit it just at the right time. Let it go, plastic. Little ASMR, right? Grab the base. Oh, okay. Okay. Trying to figure out the cape here on Shadow Weaver. Trying to make some thrilling content. Never seem to be consistent the way they do these. Here. Oh, I missed the other arm. Oh, embarrassment from an adult man. So we have Shadow Weaver right here. The cape just kind of slides over the arms. As far as articulation goes, the head is on a ball. We do have some torso. Nothing at the waist. He does go back and forth on that base. Arm spin around. That cape's going to kind of catch in there. Bicep swivel. Wrist goes roundy round. Forward, back. Got a wand. A fun flame effect that I think is supposed to go overhand, but I love trying to get these to balance. It's not going to happen. The dream is alive. But that's Shadow Weaver kicking us off today. I hope everybody's doing well. Right. Let's stare at my ugly mug while we grab another figure and pull Shadow Weaver out of the box. All right. Oh, accessories are still up. All right. We are now up to the Sorceress. Again, standard box. She is the Revelation Sorceress. Give it the spin. Get the art on the side. The other figures available, same as before. She's gonna fall off the back of my box there. She does have a write-up here. Sorceress, heroic guardian of Castle Grayskull. With the magic of Eternia waning, Sorceress's powers fade. She holds on to the last remaining ember of magic with what is left of her might and reaches out for help. An unlikely ally, Evil Lyn. Though Sorceress remains at Castle Grayskull, powerless and vulnerable, her faith in her allies is stronger than ever. She knows soon magic will return to Eternia, with it her strength. Spoilers, things go sideways. Other side, we just get our name. Pull her out and get this box open. Yeah, I'm really excited about this latest wave. I more than anything, I think I'm excited for this Sorceress figure. Why do they tape the capes to the back of the insert? I'm not sure what the deal is there. I mean, I know it secures it, and it's better than what Todd did with the first Superpowers wave, but still. So we get Sorceress's staff as well as a couple extra hands. Box. Using a thin cardboard box as your base in your studio is a bad idea. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, so now we have Sorceress here out of the box. One thing I want to point out is the soft goods on this cape, and I'm a little bit beyond the mic, so I'm sorry about the audio, is actually two separate pieces. So that's kind of nice. Um, I hate this style of cape grab because it is not the easiest to do, especially when I'm going to try to do it. These are little Velcro loops. The downside, it's the same material as all the other Masterverse figures, so no surprise there. That thin, semi-transparent dazzle fabric. I'm going to do the other arm off camera because that's hard. That is an awkward thing to do. Yeah, no surprise on the soft goods there. It's not their nicer wired material that they sometimes use. It is just standard dazzle. By the way, if anyone doesn't know, Troy is a super talented customizer. Incredible. Constantly working on something. It's always neat to see. Okay. Let's get back in here. All right. Got the cape attached to the figure. Arms are going to be limited because of that. It is a double jointed elbow, but again, you're going to pull on that cape. Fortunately, it does have the bicep. Head kind of turns, kind of moves, but this nice hawk. Is she a hawk? Is Zora a hawk? Gred leaving at this very moment. Uh, Limits articulation. That's not a surprise. We do have the chest swivel. Body is underneath a rubber overlay. Door is a falcon. Oh no. Cred is lost. I'm just gonna call it here, folks. Legs, again, because of this plastic skirting, is real limited. There is a cut at the upper thigh, double jointed knee. That's not gonna do much for you. Boot cut. Ankles forward, back, a little bit of rotation there. Beautifully sculpted. Um, Much like the sorceress herself, not gonna do much action. Gonna probably hang out at the castle. If you have a classics castle, that's Castle Grayskull. She'll probably fit nicely there. But if you have a classic Castle Grayskull, you probably have a classics sorceress. This is my favorite figure so far of the day, but that's just kind of my preference with the characters anyway. But beautifully sculpted. Credit cards messaging me. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't have that, so I'm gonna have to take your word on that, Allison. The packaging on this is just wrecked, so let's get right to the figure. We're looking at Egghead from McFarlane's Batman's Classic TV Series. It's a decent likeness to Vincent Price. Lots of shade. No, internet community be mad about a toy? That can't be right. I am right there with you, Ian. I watched a lot of reruns as a kid on this series, and I didn't know it was a joke. To me, it was just Batman stuff. I was initially gonna pass on this line, and then I picked up Robin because I'm a Robin collector. So, and then I regretted immediately not picking up everything. Articulation on Egghead. It turns sideways. A little bit of up and down, not really much. That cranium shape isn't helping anybody. Arms go up. You can be upset at Batman. Single jointed elbow. Wrists can go roundy round. Legs kick forward. His tail's limit going back. Single jointed knee with a twist, I think, on these. Yep. Hee. And nothing at the ankles whatsoever. But that's Egghead. You know, I gotta say, I get worked up about these things and start rushing, and let's throw our first multiverse figure. Don't hit lights. In the box, it is the blue Lantern Kyle Rayner. I am surprised how much some of the older 66 stuff went up. They were so plentiful, some people just slept on it. Boy, you could get it very cheap. My Target has basically stopped carrying it because I think those early waves just did nothing. No surprise to the box art on this figure. If you've seen a multiverse figure, you've seen them all. It is gold label. It is exclusive to the McFarlane Toys store. 2 S's. He is still available. Not a lot of demand on this guy. You know, I don't think we've even seen Egghead yet. I think there is one black and white Batman. Spin around, Blue Lantern Kyle Rayner. DC Universe Infinite being advertised on the side. I don't know if I've seen that before. Comic art on the back. This, of course, is from the War of the Green Lanterns arc. It's also a very, very easy repaint. I have Robin. Thankfully, I do have Robin. I'm going to skip the black and white, though, I think. Famous last words. Right up on the character on the side. We get a sticker on the side from the shipper. Thanks, Todd. Skipping a Robin for shame. Oh. You know, I skip a lot of variants. Appreciate that. Also, I do believe Ian has a toy store of some kind. Is it eBay that you're doing that on? So I'm sure it's not just for my benefit. I will say, when I got this Kyle Rayner, the blue on this figure is so good. It, as upset as we were with the green on the original regular release, the blue is just the opposite. It is beautiful. It is bright. It is vivid. Oh, see, making connections now. People finding people. I hate to admit, this is my fourth, well, no, fifth Kyle Rayner figure, counting the Target gold label release. Then I have three of the irregular release. One I want to repaint as a White Lantern, and one I'd like to do as a base for an Ion repaint. You know, it all depends. We'll see. uh, yeah, I get that. I get that. That is probably the future of me and the Superpowers Tim action figure. So excited that we're getting Tim before Damian. Eat it, Damian Wayne. Well, that's an awkward pose, but he is standing, so he's going to stand there. So we got Kyle out of the box. I'm not going to go too in depth on the articulation because if you know Multiverse, you know it by now. But that blue is stunning. I think I've softened a little bit on Damian. I think Damian worked best as Dick's Robin more than Batman's. It's too much angst for one dynamic duo. Well, let's take a quick look at the accessories. We do get this nice translucent power battery. I would much rather that be a solid blue, but they're just molding it the same as these power effects. I can't remember off the top of my head if those are the same exact accessories with the regular Kyle. One sec. Okay, yeah, no idea. I thought I had a boxed Green Lantern Kyle handy, but no such luck. But yeah, this figure, stunning, actually. I think people are sleeping on it because it's a lazy repaint. But this blue, just give us St. Walker, Todd. You coward. I don't know why I call him coward. Yeah, it's very true. Oh, you know what? The card art's the exact same as the box. Surprise, surprise. Are people even like really doing anything with the cards? All right. So we have the superpowers inspired platinum edition Mr. Freeze. I was initially putting them all in one baggie, and now they're just backer for my accessory bag, so I can quickly reference what they go to. So at least there's that. I'm kind of surprised I got this Mr. Freeze before the regular release. Even though I know he's starting to hit in the wild, I've got just kind of the wave pack ordered from McFarlane Toy Store, which is stupid because it's dumb and expensive to ship from them. And uh, but sometimes they come quicker. Spin to the side, says Mr. Freeze. I'm thinking this is probably the exact same artwork as the regular package. No change, just the only difference is the figure and the sticker on the box. What's snow? Scott asks. Well, it's this horrific thing that just won't go away this year. Uh, I don't know if I curse this all by buying snow tires, or if I just got lucky and bought snow tires for my car this year. Time will tell. Wyoming. We are in Wyoming. 75 degrees, Scott says. I think we are in for a negative 35 with wind chill tomorrow. Because we're all doomed. Gonna say, kind of weird. This figure is mostly taped in. Let's bring up those accessories real fast. The only thing he comes with, aside from the card and the stand, McFarlane's standards, is a freeze gun, which I think they're getting away by having the effect molded in. At 19, negative. I think once we saw a negative 60, which I will tell you, anything after negative 10 is essentially the same thing in a joke. Just means stay inside. Ooh. I'm oohing, which does absolutely nothing for the rest of the crowd. Get Victor in the box. Looks like an arm attachment. You know, coming from the world of Motu, certainly. Should be 50 degrees and raining. Yeah, it's a weird year. Weather is weird this year. Keeping this thrilling blank screen going. So, don't do it, Victor. Find the will to live. Okay, he's gonna need a little bit of help. So, but the swampland near me is actually dry. It is normally underwater in the winter. Nora! The helmet comes off, which is fun. I don't know if that'll be the same on the regular release, but hey, at least here it is. Now I'm gonna struggle to get it back in. So that said, head does turn down. I bet it comes off in the regular release just so you can pose him. Got a nice backpack on there on the back. A little bit of a diaper. Not as bad as some of the other figures I've seen. I didn't think Motu-C had the rubber undies. I thought they were more like the DC Universe Classics, which were hard plastic. I don't know. Okay, arm up 90 degrees. We're hitting some rubber armor here. Twist, as well as there is a bicep. It's tight. Double jointed elbow. Wrist is on the standard McFarlane ball, but it is nicely hidden in the sculpt. You know, you're probably right. Someone out there is probably going to give us a Arnold Schwarzenegger head to swap on there. We do have a cut at the chest, spins, a little bit of forward, a little bit more back. Chill. Oh man, that is maybe the worst Schwarzenegger yet, people. Everybody run. So pretty good turn there. Leg kicks that far back. It's one of the softer undies I've seen. Do I know who killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Old. Or double jointed knee. Nice and beefy legged. No butt kicking. Ankle forward. Toe forward. Real tight. This is one of the standard ball joints, not the sculpted ankle that we've seen on some of the newer McFarlanes, but it is very well hidden by the sculpt. He's going down. It's happening. I tried.
Walker told me I had AIDS.
I have no idea what sound effect just played.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
Oh, no. I mean, we could all do the easy impression, which is just, you know... That's a thing, right? Not just guttural, awful, like, drowning sounds. Oh... He stands nicely on a normal table and not just a thin cardboard box. So, you know, don't let this... It's not a tumor. It's just not. Okay? Got other things going on. Let's look at the clock. You know what? It's only 34 minutes. Let's get one more female action figure in. Let's balance this out. We've had 3 male. Get one more female in there. Not enough ladies getting purchased right now. Let's do roll. We have the Dark Phoenix retro action figure. It's almost a shame to take this off the card because I do love the retro card art, but ooh, the baddest of the bad. You know, the 3 languages on a package, I remember as a kid seeing that and thinking, Ooh, this must be a fancy action figure and not just cheap packaging to sell in multiple markets. Yeah, I don't buy Legends either. The same way I don't buy Turtles, which is to say I end up with too much stuff. Dark Phoenix, overwhelmed by the power of the cosmic Phoenix entity, Jean Grey gives in to the being's destructive tendencies. And then the rest are in different languages, and I'm not going to pretend like that's a thing I do. We do get a call out to other figures in the wave. Hasbro, please. I'm going to bring this. Please. You see the blue and yellow X-Men outfit uniform that Wolverine's in? Make that a selfie series option. Give me generic X-Men uniform. I want generic uniforms. Just got the Japanese Spider-Man. Spider-Men are a problem for me, too. All right. Oh, I thought I would just rip this open with my man hands, but it's double cardboarded. Those monsters. I'm weak. Bring me Spider-Man, that menace. I will not be covering your TV speakers blowing out. I apologize for any eardrums. Okay. We get this nice, it's a little translucent, Phoenix attachment that goes on her arm. Spin that around, maybe it makes more sense. Yeah. That desk cam is upside down and it confuses me to no end. Reach power effect hand. And a matching reach power effect hand. Got to give that, that exciting power effect. Let's see if we can get a look at this Phoenix here. I think that's about as good as that's going to get. One day, I'm not going to change my studio just 10 minutes before a stream, and it might actually work better. I don't know. Get back to you. Put it on the table. Yeah, I'm going to help her out too. We get this nice pinless design from Hasbro. So, that's really nice. The standard thigh cuts, double jointed knees. A rarity, it feels like double jointed elbows on a lady. A lady. Really nice sculpt. I have to say, I am kind of disappointed that we haven't seen a major change in articulation in Hasbro's figures, just because they are getting a little bit long in the tooth, I think. So that's kind of where I end up on the Hasbro figures. Is they're kind of doing some cool stuff. I was excited by the Dungeons and Dragons line, if only because I liked the aesthetic, the cartoon aesthetic. Versus just doing everything in one art style like we see with the Black series. I think it would be really fun to see a 6-inch line of like Rebels in the Rebel style, Clone Wars in the Clone Wars style. I don't know if that'll ever happen though. Probably not. Button still broke. All right, so I think we're going to kind of start wrapping this up. If you would be kind enough to like, comment, and subscribe, that would be great. I lost my cursor. Black Series is weird. It is weird. I don't know what they're doing with that line. It kind of feels stagnant at the moment, even though I would be lying if I didn't say I was super pumped about figures for an Ahsoka series, because Ahsoka's my gal. She is the most important person in Star Wars. You can't convince me otherwise right now. That's a shiny plastic fact. Do me a favor. Stay warm today. If you're Scott, don't think too much about the world ending. It's weird that it's 75 degrees outside, but you will survive. Thank you guys for joining me on lunch. I'm going to go have a bowl of soup because it is cold, and I hope you have a shiny day.